Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky. Good morning. Today we're going to be doing a double page layout, if you can believe that. I'm using these photos of Riley I have right here. I am going to be matting them on this White Daisy cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and mat these two together, and then there's another three that's underneath this paper that I'm going to go ahead and mat together in a row as well. I'll just turn this paper around and mat them on the opposite side. And then we'll go ahead and trim them out. I may have already scrapbooked these photos. They look like very, very familiar, like I did already, but for some reason I had them printed again. So I don't know if I had planned on doing 2 pages or what, but we're scrapbooking them again. This does end up being a double page, which I very rarely do. So surprise, surprise, we will be using that Tutti Frutti collection by Close to My Heart to scrapbook these. Very cute. Riley, they went out for a walk and she ran across this little cat, which she absolutely loved. Now that she's older, she's going to be 4 in August, not so much in love with cats anymore. So that was a phase that passed. She doesn't really super love dogs either, at least not dogs that do the jumping, you know. You know how a lot of dogs, especially little ones, will like jump up on you. Not a fan. She's not a fan of that. So for my background paper on this layout, I think we're going to be using some white cardstock because I do not have really that much paper left from the Tutti Frutti to actually do pattern paper backgrounds. We are going to be using this branding strip. Oh no, that's not a branding strip. That is actually from one of the pieces of paper. One of the pieces of paper has a bunch of sunglasses on it. So I did cut 2 strips of that. We'll be using those as strips at the top of each page. And then I found this really pretty. I love this capri color we have in this collection, that blue. Oh, it is so beautiful. I thought I would be using that blue side, but I'm actually going to end up flipping it around and using the striped side instead. Now, some of these papers, like this one right here, it comes from the mix-in paper pack, not the Tutti Frutti. And I believe that yellow one and this pink one too are from the mix-in paper pack, not the Tutti Frutti. It's really nice because our paper packs typically have 6 pieces of paper, 2 each of the same designs, and so each side has a different design, right, of 3 different papers. But then you can also buy the mix-in paper pack to like stretch your little collection kit a little bit further, and that's what I always do. I like to get the mix-in paper pack. It usually can coordinate with all of the collections that are in that specific Close to My Heart catalog. It's just really nice. So we did go through the 4x6 and 3x4 cards right here. I was looking at some good opportunities for fussy cutting right there. So I did pull out several of those. You can see how this striped paper, see at the bottom of that, it's got like these, there's supposed to be popsicles, you know, without the sticks at the bottom with the branding strip at the bottom of that striped paper. We are going to leave that on there. I will pull out another piece of paper that looks like that because, you know, I do have 2 of them, and I'll go ahead and trim that down for the page number 2. At first, before I decided to do a double page, I thought I would somehow manage to maybe put these in flip flaps or somehow have this the big photo block where I can fold it up and you can see the other photos underneath. And I didn't manage to be able to think about how to do that. So I will just go ahead and do the double page. So I don't have a sketch for this 2-page layout I'm doing. I am just playing with papers. So you can see here, like I said, we are using the striped piece. I do have this yellow. This yellow is really cute. You can turn it either way, horizontal or vertical. I decided to keep it vertical. And you see I just stretched it behind those 2 pieces of paper. I'm actually just going to trim that. I'm going to cut it into 4 pieces. To use on both sides of the layout. And that one single piece of paper right there, we are going to end up roughing up the edges on that one. That's, I think, the only one where I rough up the edges. Yeah, here's where I was cutting them, and I think it was 3-inch strips. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't have enough to do that. So I made the other strips smaller. So we're just going to tuck a little bit behind up here. I was going to tuck some down at the bottom, and I don't remember, actually, I don't have it in front of me, and I don't remember if I actually end up doing that or not. I know I'm going to pull in that solid yellow strip and play with that one as well, but I don't think that one makes it. Here I decide, okay, I don't know what I want to do going forward, so I'm just going to go ahead and commit to the placement of the pieces we have already put down, because I'm not sure where I want to go. Like I said, I don't have a sketch for this, and also I don't do 2-page layouts very often. It's a little bit of a struggle for me. I don't usually have that many photos that I can spread across 2 pages. I do, but they all look very much the same or very much alike. So I don't do 2-page layouts with, very similar photos like that. We're going to go ahead and commit to the placement of this striped page as well. I'm trying really hard to use that Versamat instead of pulling out my T-square ruler like I do all the time. I've been trying to use the Versamat more, and I struggle with that a little bit, but I figure the more I do it, the less I will struggle, right? It takes a little bit for anybody to learn anything, and that goes, I would assume, the same for using different tools like this Versamat. I love the Versamat. I love that you can flip it over and use the back side for stamping. I like the measurements being on there. It's very handy, especially when you're doing like embellishment pieces or smaller pieces. When I'm trying to use it to line up a 12 by 12, you think that would be easy because it has the numbers on either side, but for some reason I can find a way to make that hard. That one was a little too thick, so I'm gonna try this one on there, and like I said, I will rough up the edges on it. Super cute. This is where I pull out this solid yellow piece thinking, maybe I can make that work. I don't know if I do or not. This is going to be a surprise for both of us. Or I could just get up and go in the other room and look, right? Not going to do it. In the last video, this just reminded me of that when I was setting up my phone to binge watch something. In the last video, I was talking about the puppies and how they got out while we were gone. And so we came home and it was destroyed. Well, those little turds also pulled out our internet out of the wall. So we have to wait for AT&T to come on Thursday, get us some internet. Thank goodness I do edit my videos on my phone and I can upload them from my phone, but there's a lot of things I probably can do from my phone, but they're a little bit more difficult and I don't have that kind of patience. So you might see on my videos that are going up right now, like there's not a cover photo, or maybe the description's missing, or, just different things like that, because it's just easier to do from the computer, which I do not have online access right now because, puppies. Anybody need a puppy? Would anybody like to have a puppy? Very, very cute. Lots of pooping though. So we're going to put this photo right here. I love that. It's so cute. Love those photos. We're going to go ahead and commit to the placement of those. And then I think we're going to pull out the second page and go ahead and lay down what we know is going to be there. Because like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going with this. So yeah, we're going to pull out the other one and do the same thing. We're just going to put the sunglasses up at the top, and then the striped paper, the bottom is at like the 2-inch mark, I do believe, is where I put it, 2 inches up from the bottom. Commit to this, okay. Then we'll get our striped paper back out. I love this blue. I think I have very little of this blue left. And I don't even know if I've used it yet. Boo. I might have to order another pack. This is the featured collection for June. I do believe today is June 1st, actually. The featured collection from last month was Fresh Paint, which is very awesome. It's still available, and I haven't played with that yet. I cannot wait to play with that. Actually, I should have played with it last month, but I had photos that went with the Hope and Kindness and also the Tutti Frutti before I had photos that went with that Fresh Paint. But we will get to that. It's going to be available throughout the month of June, and we will get to playing with some of those. Okay, so I am going to use the yellow up at the top on this one as well. And I rough it up. Okay, do you see where my mistake is? Do you see where my mistake is on this right-hand page? And then I'm going to trim this down a little too far, and it's going to not actually go under the blue. It's just going to sit right on top of the blue, right? It's going to make a seam right there at the blue. I don't actually tuck it. I just lay it up against it, flush to it, because I trimmed it a little bit too much. Now, this is the right-hand page, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put this yellow down on the right-hand side of the right-hand page. No, ma'am. It goes over to the left. And I will realize this when I pull in my left-hand page. I tried so hard to get this just lined up just perfectly, only to have to rip it up. Super cute. Or not. We're going to go ahead and pull this up and just push it back over to the left-hand side. I did not use my little magic tool that helps me pull these up. I kept looking over, and I have like a cup or a jar that has, you know, scissors and pens and things like that in it. And that's where I keep that little magic tool at. Yeah, it's missing. So I just pulled it up by hand. I did have a little bit of a scuff on that white daisy, but we're just rolling with it. We will put this down in the correct spot this time. Like so. Then we can work on our photos. Now these photos, I'm not going to keep them up at the top like the other photos. I will pull those down to where, yeah, like that. We're going to line them up at the bottom, not at the top. I thought about centering it with the photo on the left-hand page, but we're just going to make the bottoms of the photos line up just so it can like flow a little bit better. Here are those cards that I pulled out, and I'm going to pull out several pieces. Like I said, I was looking for fussy cutting opportunities. So we're going to use that purple flag or banner part. That's going to be our journaling spot. I am going to trim that out. We're going to use that Love This as an embellishment piece that's going to go with that journaling spot. Go ahead and trim this out. I do think I cut away. Okay, I am going to keep that journaling spot around that area, but that Love This I will move down to the bottom. That's going to be on top of that. Here is our left-hand page. I decided I am going to go ahead and use this wonderful sticker. It's very, very cute. Love it. I am going to be popping this up on some foam dots, and I have the little foam dots because I couldn't be bothered to find my bigger ones, which would have worked better, or even the foam tape would have worked really well for this instead of using these little dots. But, you know, use what you have, right? And this is actually what I had handy. So we're going to stick that down right there. It says wonderful. See how that kind of matches the branding strip down there at the bottom? They're supposed to be the tops of ice creams. Or not ice creams, but popsicles. I do have those glasses up there. I'll fussy cut those out in a little bit. Right here, I'm taking the rest of those popsicles in there that are on that sheet, and I'm going to go ahead and just rub the sticky off the backs of them with this anti-static pouch. We're going to use those down as embellishments on the page. Okay, what I'm going to do with those cute little popsicles, I'm going to just use the tops of the popsicles as embellishments, kind of like you would banners at the bottom of a page. That's what we're going to be doing with them on this page. I think that turns out so cute. They are, like I said, they are the popsicles, but we're using them kind of like they are on that branding strip. We will be having another video coming up where it's kind of similar in that a branding strip inspired the idea of a layout. So I thought that was pretty cool. And that's kind of what happened here. The branding strip with those popsicle colors on it kind of inspired me to use these popsicle stickers in a way that just shows, you know, the tops of the popsicles like the branding strip. Very, very cute. We are going to go ahead and put those down there. Sorry if you can hear the puppies whining in the background. I was doing my voiceover outside, but people kept coming out and disturbing me. Happens a lot. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. So we are going to be popping this piece right here up on some foam tape, this cute little heart. That was from one of the cards. I did fussy cut that out. When I first fussy cut it out, I did leave a little bit of a pink border around it, and I decided I didn't like that so much, so I did go back in and trim off the pink that was around it. I'm going to stick that down right there. Super, super cute. Look at those cute little popsicles coming down the bottom. Those are so cute. These stickers on the sticker sheet, they're some of them have the UV gloss coating on them, and some of them are just like matte. I like that. We've been doing that a lot lately with our stickers. They're very, very cute. Comes out really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and commit to the placement. Now, some of these I do have to trim the stick off because the photo is just put down so good that I needed to shorten up the piece that I'm going to tuck underneath. See, like that one, it won't go up high enough. So we're just going to trim off a little bit, and then bam, goes up high enough. This one right here, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with. It doesn't go up high enough. Add a little bit of adhesive to this and stick it back under there. Perfect. How cute is that? Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Love it. Okay, so I decided to come back over to this page. This page and go ahead and commit to the placement of these popsicle pieces as well. It is difficult doing a 2-page layout for me, especially with the way I scrapbook. Everything on my desk, I mean, it is such a mess. It's like I always have everything out at my fingertips when I'm scrapbooking. And yeah, it's difficult to do a 2-page spread for me. I need to practice on being a little bit more neat, I guess. Ha! I am 47. If I haven't learned that skill yet, it's not likely to happen, but we can hope. I'm going to go ahead and commit to the placement of this. You did see I had it under the purple. I'm going to go ahead and stick it on top of the purple. That purple one is the only popsicle that we have that's a double popsicle. We will go ahead and fussy cut out these sunglasses. I am going to be using this as an embellishment piece up there by the Wonderful. Now, I've noticed after I did this layout, these could be 2 single layouts, 2 coordinating layouts, or a double page spread. One side, the right-hand side, does say Wonderful on it, but then over, or the left-hand side, I mean, the one we're looking at right there, but then over here on the other side, I do put Sweet. So I don't know, they could be 2 standalones. This right here is a peach. I am just using that for the color. I just wanted a little bit of pink up there. I wanted something to put these sunglasses on. You could see that there was white from the cardstock showing through the back, where the hearts go together on those sunglasses, and I don't know why it was bothering me. So I go ahead and put that peach up there just to add a little something extra. And go ahead and add adhesive to this. Some of these sunglasses are going to be popped up a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and stick that down. Where I want to make sure I get this peach in the right spot. I don't want the leaves showing because, like I said, I am just putting this up there just for the color, right? Go ahead and stick that down right like that. So cute. What do sunglasses have to do with meeting a kitty kitty? Absolutely nothing, but they are cute. So there you go. She is wearing a unicorn hat, so anything goes. I think that's kind of a rule with unicorns. If you're wearing a unicorn hat, anything goes on the page. So I'm looking for some more stuff to kind of beef that area up a little bit. I didn't really settle with anything, so I decided we'll just work on the other page I'll go ahead and work on the other page and get that one going. So I am going to be using these sunglasses right there. Now, again, you can see where that yellow is coming through right there. It's not bothering me as much because it's not white, but I will take a piece of this pink and kind of cut it into a banner and slip it under there, just so I have the pink showing through instead of having that yellow show through. Yeah, I'm just going to tuck it right under like that, but I will cut the side into a banner. Now, the rest of that card that you can see the yellow right there on it, I do end up pulling those in on a different layout as well. And also that cute little pineapple I will fussy cut out and use on a different layout as well. Right here, I'm just looking for some more stickers. On this sticker sheet, there are tons of little hearts, and they're really cute because they have like, you see how some of those sunglasses up at the top have the little white marks from reflections on them? The little hearts have the little white marks from the reflections on them. I think that is so cute. So yes, we do put several of those hearts down around the page. Here's the other title that I was saying. So one side says wonderful, and this side over here, I'm putting sweet on it. So my 2-page layout, maybe I got a little bit confused and gave both sides of them a title. I don't know. Maybe they're just coordinating, not really a 2-page layout. I was just doing my thing, guys. We're going to go ahead and put down this sweet. That is so cute. So cute. And then we're going to pull out several of the hearts. And like I said, they have that little reflective white marks on them. I don't know why. I just love that, but I do. The pink one we put down here on this love this heart, we're going to pop that one up on some foam tape. Bam, right there. So cute. I think I'm on the hunt for some more hearts. These I will switch out. You see how that purple and that blue heart is right there? I really like how that looks, but I'm going to go and change that. But looking at it on the screen with you guys right now, I'm like, oh, I like how those were actually arranged, but I do change them around. So I think I preferred them better the first way. I'm not sure. Over here, we're going to put a couple hearts as well. I do pull out a purple and a yellow and a pink one. Very, very cute. And then also down at the bottom, we're going to put another bigger heart. It's going to be a yellow heart, and that one's going to be popped up on some foam tape as well. After we do that, guys, we're going to finish off with white enamel dots. I thought about coloring them with my yellow Spectrum Noir marker, but I went ahead and left them white just for to keep them subtle. Also, I feel like I used a lot of them. Like I used way less than I did of those gold glitter gems on the last layout you guys seen, the Love Sweet Love layout. I used a lot less than I did with those gold glitter gems, but it still feels like I used a lot. So yeah, I do just leave it all white. And after that, guys, we're not doing anything else. I am not doing splatters or anything. If you'd like to support my channel, please check the links down below to pick up your own Tutti Frutti papers or any part of this collection. You can go to beckybidding.closetomyheart.com. Again, that will be linked down below. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Stay tuned if you'd like to see both of these layouts together. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.